Hello again, everybody. Time for the final day. My Wrestlemania Memories video series. I can check is here with that. Now, going through the early years, the peak years, the Attitude Era. Yesterday was the transition years. Now it's the years, and there's no other way to say it, the TVPG era, the current era of WWE, the last three WrestleManias. Plus, today is, of course, WrestleMania 28 day. I'll give you my thoughts on WrestleMania 28 after my thoughts on the last three WrestleManias, starting with WrestleMania 25, which was, of course, at the Houston Alamo Dome. Now, this Mania there was some good moments, but then there were some bad moments. Good moments. Undertaker Shawn Michaels won at WrestleMania. Ever since their final tour at the Royal Rumble 2007, there's been rumors of them at WrestleMania until 25. The rumors were true then, and this was just a classic match. Of course, Shawn Michaels really endeavored to try to get Undertaker to end the streak. Of course, we know Shawn Michaels would try to face off Taker again at WrestleMania 26. But this match was just, I remember watching it. I've been watching the last couple Manias at my cousin's house, which I will again tonight for WrestleMania 28. And this match, I was just so emotionally involved. There was just back and forth action. It was just excitement to the end with Taker getting the victory with the tombstone. I think the WrestleMania 26 match was a tad bit better. But both matches are just epic matches, great matches between these two. Taker and Michaels, of course, Taker winning this one at WrestleMania 25. Then we had the second Money in the Bank of CM Punk winning. He, of course, won again against Kane. Well, Henry, Christian, MVP. And I think it was his final Mania. Shelton Benjamin, Kofi, Kingston, Christian, and Finley. Now, this WrestleMania match, Money in the Bank was decent. There was also like silly things like the Divas Battle Royal. We didn't get proper introductions for the Divas Battle Royal, which is stupid because we had Kid Rock performing. Performances in WrestleMania doesn't mix. I love Kid Rock, but that wasn't necessary. We didn't get into pop. We had a couple former divas involved, but they wouldn't get introduced. We had the winner being Santina Morales, or oh god, that whole Santina thing was fucking stupid. Speaking of stupid and disappointing, we had Matt Hardy against Jeff Hardy. Little bit of a disappointment there. It should have been a great matchup, but it was disappointing. The end was decent with Matt Hardy getting the victory after Jeff Hardy missed a swanton up the ladder, but it was kind of a disappointment. We also had a squash. Rey Mysterio taking on JBL for the United States title with Rey Mysterio winning. We also had Chris Jericho defeating Snuka, Piper, and Steve-O. Steve-O looked very good in this match. I was very impressed with making Steve-O in this match, but this match was decent with Chris Jericho winning. Besides the silliness of the John Cena Big Show Edge match, of course they love Triangle. Vicky getting involved a little bit. Okay, decent with John Cena winning, becoming the world champion. Triple H Randy Orton was probably, in my mind, one of the worst WrestleMania main events I've ever seen. This match was just built up good. You know, you had the build up. Randy Orton beat the crap out of all the McMahons, including Stephanie. And the build up, just the whole entire thing, how they built up the storyline was so exciting. But the match itself stunk to hell, especially with the whole Triple H would have been a squad final carried out. That kind of made the match sucky because Triple H couldn't get the squad final carried out, or Orton would have won the title. That's what the match it just didn't live up to expectations after the big build-up, you know. Probably the most disappointing main event. Triple H still won. Kind of disappointing that they built Orton up to be the champion in Mania and he lost. He ended up winning it at Backlash. But the Royal Rumble curse continued, with the winner not winning at Mania. So, winning 25 was kind of a mixed bag. Some decent things, some bad things, especially Triple H and being main event, sucky. But at least Taker and Michaels made up for it a little bit. At WrestleMania 25, they ended up wrestling again at WrestleMania 26. It was, of course, Shawn's last WrestleMania. Of course, this is the one that Shawn did lose to Taker. I think was this the main event? I think it was the main event. And I thought it was going to suck after, I think Taker got injured, like, in the big part of the match. I thought it was going to suck after Taker got injured, but Edge became a great match. It was exciting. It was an exciting matchup. Very good matchup there between Taker and Shawn Michaels. Like I said, a tad bit better than Mania 25, but still a very exciting matchup. With Taker winning and Shawn doing that. Oh, God. It was like Shawn was doing the Taker moves and everything was an exciting matchup. Very great to see these. There was maybe 25-26 matches between Taker and Shawn. Probably the best Mania matches I've seen recently besides Shawn at 24. But still, proves why Shawn still was WrestleMania despite losing to Taker again at WrestleMania 26. There was also some weird matches. Bret Hart and Vince McMahon. That was kind of silly. That little lumberjack thing was kind of. I was good to see Bret Hart there. It was kind of weird. We also saw Rey Mysterio and CM Punk. If it was a little longer, it would have been awesome. You know, it was a decent match for what it was. Only a short match, but it was decent. Should have been a lot longer. We also saw Jack Swagger and Money in the Bank. Probably, in my mind, almost one of the worst Money in the Banks I've ever seen. This is probably the least exciting Money in the Bank. Because Money in the Banks are always exciting. This is probably the least exciting and the last Money in the Bank to be held at WrestleMania. It has been at WrestleMania since. Maybe that's why. And because of the fact it's not pay-per-view. Of course, Swagger did end up cashing it on Chris Jericho, who defeated Edge as the Rumble Coast continued. Now, Edge and Jericho for the World title. Very good. I wish Edge would have won, but I'm happy at least Jericho won. But of course, Edge did get a spear after the match. That's the whole the spear thing of the Edge came back at the Royal Rumble that year. We also had Triple H against Sheamus. That was a okay, decent thing. We also had a tag team title match. Show Miz against John Morrison and R-Truth. Show Miz winning in a very quick match. I was surprised it was that fucking short for an opening match. I thought it would be a lot longer. We also had a Divas tag with Vicky Guerrero getting involved. I think Vicky got the pin. Silly Divas match there. It was also Batista's last WrestleMania as John Cena took on Batista. This was Jericho's last Mania 2 until tonight. Batista lost to John Cena in a decent matchup. This Mania was okay. Taker and Michaels, but there was a few really sloppy things. Like Randy Orton against Legacy, I kind of predicted that match. I predicted that Cody and DiBiase was going to team up against Orton, and then these two would face up against each other eventually. And I was right on that, but Orton still won the match. I think I kind of predicted the match fully, the way it went. Double team, then Orton and DiBiase and Cody Rhodes would turn on each other. I think Orton would win. I think I kind of predicted that ending. That's too predictable of a match for me. So there you go. Then on to last year's WrestleMania. WrestleMania 27 Atlanta. Now, looking back on this Mania, there was so many decent things, but there was so much stupid things. Stupidest of them all being Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler. Stupid. Oh, God, this match was too long. If it was like 5 minutes, yeah, but 14 minutes. Oh my God, it lasted forever. And the screwy ending of Stone Cold interfering and King winning, but then the general manager reversed it. I was kind of fucking stupid. This feud was like the stupidest thing that ever happened on WWE next to Johnny and Teddy's feud, which is going on right now. But this is like a stupid thing to happen. Also, stupid things happening. There was some decent things like Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio. That was a good matchup. That was a decent matchup. Very somewhat exciting of Cody Rhodes getting the victory with Cody Rhodes at the face max. I'm glad he doesn't talk monotonous anymore. I hated his promos. But now he talks good promos now, actually. Especially his promos against the Big Show. We also had Alberto Del Rio winning the Rumble, then losing in the opening matchup against Edge. It ended up being Edge's last WrestleMania. Christian got a little bit involved in this matchup, even destroying Alberto's car after the match, with Edge winning. It was a decent matchup. It was sad to say it was Edge's final Mania, and I was surprised this was first. Burying Del Rio, we all know Del Rio still won, but still. There you go. Also, Taker Triple H 2, not 1, because Triple H and Taker fought at WrestleMania 17, but they won't let you know that. That match last year was a decent matchup. Very somewhat exciting ruling. It was a no-holds-barred match. Taker doing Triple H doing Taker's thing was pretty exciting. It was a decent matchup. And it was indeed the best match of the night, especially following the stupid match that was Cole and King. Speaking of stupid things, we had Snooki from the Jersey Shore teaming up with John Morrison and Trish against Vicky Guerrero and Lay Cool. Well, specifically Lay Cool. And Dolph Ziggler. Oh, I'm glad Ziggler's in a better match this year, but that's better than last year. stupid matchup there. There's so many stupid things, like an 8-man tag that was stupid, like a minute match that was stupid matchup there. Rock guest told me last year that was of course Rock's return when he interfered in the John Cena Miz match, which led to this year. With Miz winning, we had a count out finish. That was stupid. I was like, it's not gonna have a count out. Then Rock came out saying, "Oh, it's not over yet." He rock bottom Cena, and then Miz won. That led to where we are now for WrestleMania 28. But like I said, WrestleMania, and the stupidest thing about WrestleMania 27, they cut Sheamus and Daniel Bryan. They were supposed to fight for the U.S. title. I think that became a battle royal. But this year, Daniel and Sheamus will fight on the main card this year at WrestleMania. So WrestleMania 27 kind of a mixed bag. But I hope WrestleMania delivers this year. Now I'm done with my memories for watching WrestleManias 1 to 27. Now, since today is WrestleMania Day, I will give you my thoughts about this card. Now, the main 4 main event card looks good. The undercard looks really weird. You got the Divas tag involving Kelly Kelly and Maria Menounos will come from a broken web on Dancing the Stars. They're taking on Beth Phoenix and Eve tonight. I spell Eve and Beth victory. Beth's the Divas champion, so there you go with that. We got Cody Rhodes and Big Show. Supposed to be a stupid match. But the build-up's been kind of decent, actually. Cody Rhodes delivering some decent promos. I mentioned I hated Cody Rhodes' promos in the past, but he's not as monotonous in the past. I smell Cody Rhodes will retain the IC Championship. Because I don't think Big Show deserves to be IC Champion in my mind. Big Show's been the ECW Champion, the World Champion, WWE Champion. He doesn't deserve the IC Championship. It's too below him in my mind. But Cody's had it for a long time. I like when you talk about the classic style, so that's my thoughts on that match. We also got Randy Orton against Kane. Probably going to be a stupid match, but it'll be okay. You know, maybe it's a sleeper hit, but I don't think so. It'll be kind of stupid. But I say Kane make it. I say Orton will win. Orton wins everything like a certain other guy. Then we got Team Teddy and Team Johnny, or as I call it, the Money in the Bank replacement. We got Team Teddy, consisting of U.S. champion Santino Marella, teaming up with my man Zack Ryder, woo woo woo, you know it. Also Booker T, Great Khali, Kofi Kingston, all Truth, with the official mascot Hornswoggle. Then we got Team Johnny, consisting of David Otunga, your team captain, Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, The Miz, and it was supposed to be Christian in this match, but he got injured on Monday, so he was replaced by Drew McIntyre. I heard Christian wasn't ready. And I love Team Teddy to death. I like the team somewhat, but you know what? I hate Johnny Laurinaitis, but his team looks tougher. You got Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, and you got The Miz, former WWE champions, or world champions in that matter. So I say, despite hating his guts, Team Johnny will get the victory. And Johnny will win both shows. Then the big 4 matches. For the WWE title, CM Punk against Jericho. Now, besides the other big one, this is probably the second most anticipated match I'm looking forward to. I've said in my Royal Rumble review, I wanted to see Punk and Jericho at Mania, and we're getting it tonight. The build-up's been kind of slow until Jericho started talking about Punk's family via satellite, but tonight, Jericho won't be pulling a rock and being via satellite. He'll be in person. And this match should be an athletic matchup. These two are the best talkers and 2 of the best athletic guys. So this should be a very exciting match. I'm looking forward to this one besides the other big one. Also, the World Championship is on the line. Daniel Bryan, the Cheeto Boy, takes on Sheamus. Will the Royal Rumble curse finally end? Will Sheamus be the first Royal Rumble winner since The Undertaker to win at WrestleMania? Or will Daniel Bryan cheat again? But I say AJ will get involved. Some way, shape, or form, AJ will get involved. Whether to help Bryan or cost Bryan the title. But I hope to see Daniel Bryan finally get his ass whipped by Sheamus. Sheamus, this match will be like, okay, but we'll see what happens in this matchup. Then we got the end of an era match, Hell in a Cell. First outdoor Hell in a Cell. First Hell in a Cell since WrestleMania 15 in WrestleMania. Of course, Triple H against The Undertaker 3. Yes, 3. With Shawn Michaels as your special guest referee. It should be a okay matchup, very exciting. These 2 are the best Hell in a Cell guys who have the best moments in Hell in a Cell. But let's see what he can do in Hell in a Cell TV PG style. Now on to our main event. Now, I'm not kidding, people. I was looking at my bookshelf the other day. look at the bookshelf, and up on this old magazine called Inside Wrestling, kind of a pro wrestling illustrated magazine. This magazine I'm about to show you was published in 2010, mind you. Look what they published 2 years ago. Hot Wrestlemania rumor. John Cena versus The Rock. Well, in less than a few hours, rumor would now become fact, as John Cena will finally get down with The Rock in a one-on-one encounter. 10 years ago, it was Hogan-Rock, with Rock getting the victory over Hulk Hogan. And back then, I was a Hogan fan, and I cheered on Hogan. 10 years later, like Hogan-Rock, I'm cheering on the older dude, Rock, to win. But I think everyone knows, dun 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 dun, Super Cena's gonna win. Because it makes sense for Cena to win than The Rock to beat Cena. You know, because Rock beat Hogan. And Cena can say he beat Rock. And the Rumble Showdown has been great, somewhat. You know, Cena's been winning, unfortunately, these Rumble. Especially Rock's promo with the Civil War pie. God, that was weak, in my mind. Making fun of Betty White like that. I'm sorry, but that wasn't that was distasteful. And like I said, I got this old magazine. It says on this old magazine, part of the draw for Rock Cena's showdown would be the Rumble exchanges. Well, that's part of the draw, and the Rumble exchanges have been great. But I'm a little nervous. This is Rock's first singles match since WrestleMania 19 against Stone Cold. His first overall WrestleMania match since WrestleMania 20. So we'll see how The Rock looks tonight. He looked decent when he wrestled at Survivor Series for only a few minutes. But we'll see how Rock looks tonight against John Cena. A very healthy John Cena. And of course, a working hard Cena. But I hope Rock would win. But we'll see what happens tonight as the once-in-a-lifetime WrestleMania tonight. So that is it for my Wrestlemania Memories series. And I'll see y'all later for my WrestleMania 28 review tonight. See you all later. With that in mind, you've all been attacked by this video from Zach. I only got one thing left to say. Oh, WrestleMania. Yeah, see ya. Yeah, go Rocky, go Punk. And go Taker. Yeah.